A Bellator feature fight in the welterweight division. Levi Avery versus David Rickels. Jimmy, our tale of the tape.
You see here the record. David Rickels undefeated, but Levi Avery more experienced. Who will win out?
Jason Herzog is the referee. The bell in round number one. Tonight's fight clock is sponsored by Ace Combat Assault Horizon. In stores October 11th for Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3.
Good hands by Avery. Nice combination to start this fight off.
Levi Avery is in the camouflage trunks. David Rickels is in the black trunks. This fight is under the unified rules of MMA, so elbows to the head are allowed.
See him going in for a clinch. That's a little surprising. He was having good success on his feet with the stand-up.
Two former high school wrestlers, Avery in Oklahoma, Rickels in Kansas. Rickels feels that one of his advantages in this fight is conditioning. He thinks he can just simply drag this fight along and really wear his opponent Avery out.
Well, he's been able to set a high pace so far in Bellator. We've seen him fight. Does tend to wear guys down.
Avery looking for the single leg, really driving forward.
Problem is, you know, when you talk about conditioning, positions like this where you're really driving for the takedown, your opponent's against the fence, defending, it just takes a lot of energy if you don't get the takedown.
Avery trying to throw the knee. Now Rickels fishing for an outside trip. Rickels now looking for wrist control with his back against the fence.
Well, that's interesting, pulling guard.
Usually you don't see too often anymore in MMA. Usually not in 2011.
Usually not a great idea in MMA. And someone is bleeding. Someone's bleeding a lot. Can't tell who it is. Probably Rickels. But I see blood on their arms, their back as well. Someone's leaking a lot of blood, Sean.
Let's go, guys.
Good right hand to the ribcage by Rickels. And Rickels talks about he's willing to put himself in bad positions to land big shots. He's willing to do the unorthodox thing. Avery trying to walk his guard up, holding open guard. Rickels trying to get off with the right hand. Big elbows there by Rickels.
Looks like Levi might be cut on the left side of his head. Camera's on the opposite side. We can't see where it is. I think it's on the left side of the head there.
There's a good look at the cut. Above the left eyebrow on the face of Avery. Closed guard now by Avery, just above the waistline.
It's very hard to use guard offensively in MMA. Very difficult to do jiu-jitsu when you're getting punched in the face. That's the big equalizer.
Sneaky right from the bottom by Avery. No, we're not doing bad pronunciations tonight. I know it's spelled like Avera, but it's pronounced Avery. I know it's spelled like Miami, but it's pronounced Miami, Oklahoma.
As obsessed with pronunciations as you are, I know if you're saying it's right, Sean.
Thank you, Jimmy.
For those of you at home, he asks every fighter 50 times how to pronounce their name.
Once we got
just for situations like this. Just for situations like this where it doesn't make sense.
Once we got past Magomed Shiksabekov, it was easy. Hammer fist there from Rickels.
All right, guys, we're stopping now.
There's the stand-up order by our referee, Jason Herzog.
Oh, ate a knee coming in.
Avery now driving back, elbow by Rickels. Avery applying a lot of pressure.
Avery's spending a lot of energy. Look at all that blood. That cut is pretty bad. I think it's in the hair, Sean. It's in the hair on the left side. There was blood near his eye, but I think the cut is on his head underneath the hair.
Certainly bleeding like a scalp cut. You get all of the sweat going into that blood, and it really starts to flow. You see blood all over the body of Rickels as he throws the elbow. But Rickels is not bleeding. It's all Avery's blood. Rickels back to the top position. Tried to find full mount, couldn't. Big elbows there by Rickels.
Problem is Avery's spending a lot of energy going for these takedowns when he seemed to be doing well with the boxing.
Jimmy, you're absolutely right. We're looking at the cut. It's a scalp cut. The blood is pooling above the eyebrow, but he's not cut on the forehead. He's not cut in the brow or in the lid. It is a scalp cut.
Going for the armbar, but
good turnout by Avery. Good right hand by Rickels, pouncing. Final minute of round one.
Rickels is just trying to stay alive in this fight so far. Rickels very accurate with the ground and pound. Nice right hands.
Rickels trying to finish here, closing stages of round one. He has a badly cut opponent.
Keep working here. Gotta keep working.
Levi Avery trying to hold on for the bell. Try to get that bad scalp cut stopped. Stand up again ordered by referee Jason Herzog.
Turn around.
Avery just pouring blood, and time called by referee Jason Herzog.
Gotta have the doctor take a look at that. It's not in a bad spot in terms of endangering the eye, but man, he is bleeding all over the place. Very bad cut.
So here comes the ringside physician.
I think he has multiple cuts. Oh, that's bad.
Okay. How you doing, fighter? Good. Want to keep going? Okay. You got to start.
Let's do it, baby. Double jab. They're going to allow this to continue.
Wait.
A bad cut. It's bleeding a lot, but not in a spot that's going to endanger his vision.
Closing seconds now of round number 1. Avery aggressively going for the takedown. Good sprawl by Rickels. A very bloody round 1.
Kick him in the head. Let's go, guys. Stop there.
Let's go, Levi. Heading into round number 2 of this Bellator feature fight in the welterweight division. There you see a very bloody Levi Avery facing David Rickels.
Fighter, you ready? Let's fight.
Avery cut 2 different places as we start round 2. Cut in the scalp and sliced badly in the forehead near the left eye above the brow.
I agree with what his coach said. Go after him with punches like you did in the opening of the fight. You see him once again diving for the takedown, but not able to get it.
Levi Avery is in the camouflage trunks. David Rickels is in the black trunks.
That is an illegal shot. Kneed him while he was on his knees.
Time called by referee Jason Herzog.
Right over here.
Again, this fight is under the unified rules of MMA here in the state of Oklahoma. No kicking or kneeing the head of a grounded opponent.
Let's see if we can take a look at it here. He was on his knees, and boom. Kneed him right in the face. That is illegal. Now, you are allowed sometimes to knee an opponent when they are shooting in transition, but he was not. He was already on his knees. That's an illegal shot.
Avery now can take up to 5 minutes to continue. 5 minutes of recovery time. Being talked to now by a referee Jason Herzog.
Start fight now. What do you want to do? Want to stand up a little bit and walk around? Yeah? Here, let's stand up and take your minute, okay? Good. Good. Hands up. Good. Good.
Rickels is not a dirty fighter. I just think he's been working, I would imagine, on turning, throwing a quick knee strike.
I got to take a point from you, okay? Come here. Come on.
Jason Herzog taking a point.
Take point. 1 point.
No protest from Rickels.
1 point. All right.
Jimmy, from a referee's perspective, again, you talk about intent. In MMA, in boxing, some referees care about intent, others don't. I think Jason Herzog felt the intent wasn't there, but it was a flagrant foul, takes away the points.
That's pretty egregious, a knee in that position.
Well, Rickels down a point right now in round 2, but Jimmy, so far, how do you have this scored through round 1?
First round, I would say 10-9. You could call it 10-8, but I'm going to go 10-9 for David Rickels. This round could be a 10-8 depending on how it goes.
Vicious elbows from the bottom by Rickels, trying to turn and posture. Avery trying to pass through.
Oh, now he's in triangle position, trying to lock it up.
Rickels trying to lock in the triangle, has the arm in.
He has to pull that arm across his body. The left arm of Avery has to be pulled across his body, just like that, across his neck. Now he's transitioning to the arm bar.
The blood just pouring now with the pressure from the legs.
Take a verbal for you, fighter.
Rickels fishing for double trouble. Went for the arm bar. There's the tap on the triangle.
Take just a minute. Take just a minute and breathe.
Valiant in defeat for a very bloody Levi Avery. And just like that, 22-year-old David Rickels now 9-0 in his pro MMA career.
A good transition on the ground. Triangle, armbar, back to triangle, and Levi Avery just had no way out.
Yes, yeah.
Let's see if we can take a look at it here. He finally got the takedown, but good transition by David Rickels. See him lock up the triangle there, arm across, no way out. Right here, goes to the armbar. When Avery puts pressure back on him, Rickels tightens up the triangle, and that's it. And a very bloody fight. I think that cut early on in the fight kind of got Levi Avery shook. It got him scared. It got him off of his game plan, and the rest was all David Rickels.
And you saw the blood flow. So much pressure on your head when you're being squeezed in a triangle choke. The blood just spurting.
Ladies and gentlemen, by way of a triangle choke inside the Bellator cage, the tap comes officially. 106 into round number 2. The winner by submission and still undefeated, David the Caveman Rickels.
He's fought every fight at 170 pounds. His goal is to fight in the next Bellator 155-pound tournament. The winner by way of second round submission, David Rickels defeats Levi Avery.